Hello there. Welcome back to the second season of W-EPS, The Beak. We are glad to have you back. I'm Olivia Lindgren.
And I'm Garrett Bank. Here are a few stories to keep you up to date on the latest at EPS. Let's get to it, Olivia.
So, I've heard that a lot of our peers have been busy on the weekends. Do you know anything about that?
I sure do. How about I tell our viewers here all about it? EPS requires students to complete a certain amount of community service hours yearly. These hours of community service are needed for them to move on to the next grade level. According to Elgin Public School Principal Greg Wemhoff, completing community service hours is a requirement that was implemented in recent years.
Community service project requirement, has been in place for, I believe, 4 years now here at EPS.
Wemhoff also feels that it is a great way for students to give back to the community.
I think community service hour was something that I thought was a good thing for students to give back a little bit at community. Community does an awful lot for our public schools, and teaching kids how to do a community service without getting paid, and doing jobs for people that need either help or something out of the goodness of their heart can go a long way, since it's a good thing to teach kids.
EPS's community service requirement calls for a certain number of hours to be completed each semester.
Each semester, a student is required to have 5 hours, so 10 for a year. So by the time, if you come here as a freshman, you are required to have 40 hours by the time you graduate.
Students can get their community service hours approved ahead of time by running it by the administrators.
All they have to do is come and get them approved by myself, or Mr. Polk, or neither one of us are available. Paula will sign off for them.
Wemhoff feels there are numerous opportunities for students to complete their hours.
We've had people work from down at the bargain box, umping baseball games, volunteering to help coach flag football, working at the food pantry, orphan grain train. There's a lot of things that kids can do.
Wemhoff feels that the requirement is a reasonable request.
There's really no reason that kids can't, between the summer hours and the time that they do have free. I know kids are awful busy, but there is plenty of time for students to get these hours if they go looking for them.
Senior Grace Richer believes the requirement sends an important message.
I think the purpose is along the lines of no one is too important to go and not help, and it allows us to give back to the community.
Junior Tyler Iberg shared what he did to complete his hours for this year.
I did a lot with the food pantry, sorting and putting food away and giving food out to people. And I did a lot with the Lions Club, making a lot of breakfasts and meals with them.
Junior Araceli Palmer likes the lesson it teaches.
I think it's good for everyone in our high school to give back to the community and just to learn that it's our responsibility, it's our community to help out.
Juniors are required to complete their 10 community service hours, as well as an extra 18 hours that are required for them to go on their senior trip. Palmer stated that it is important to get on it right away and have all 28 community service hours completed in time.
Well, you have to get on top of it right away, and you have to know, and there's a lot that the school does to help, so it's really not that hard if you get on top of it right away.
Sophomore Deanna Dunn stated that you can get enough community service hours for the year by just asking around.
Ask Mr. Wemhoff, ask the teachers, going to the library a lot of times. They have a lot of things that you can help out with.
Freshman Norman Grothy believes that completing community service hours teaches students that it's nice to do things for others.
I think it teaches them that, if people do stuff for you, then it'd probably be nice to do stuff back for them.
That looks exhausting. Good thing we don't have to do that.
Yes, we do.
Oh. Well, let's do what I normally do to avoid work.
Lock the rest of the journalism crew out of the room and record an entire episode without asking them?
Nope. Let's talk about music, or have someone else do it. Take it away, Mary. While other students are solving problems, writing essays, and studying hard for exams, the band and choir students are also hard at work. Band and choir director Eric Heidoff is occupied with preparing the music participants for their many performances this year. This year, the choir started with a busy schedule. The junior high attended the Elkhorn Valley Choral Clinic on November 2nd, while the high school traveled to a choral clinic in Stewart on the 5th. In addition, both band and choir performed at the annual Veterans Day program at EPS. Life in the music room continues to be busy for Heidoff.
Every semester we have a concert, so we've got our Christmas concert coming up in December, and then we get to host NVC Band for our side of the conference this year as well. So in March we'll be hosting that, along with our elementary solo contest that we try to do every year, and then district music coming up in April.
Heidoff meets with most of his classes every other day to prepare them for their performances.
Band meets on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and choir meets on Tuesday, Thursday. And to get ready for these events, we just work on the music every day in class. There's little things that we do, from warm-ups to just going through the parts to try and get everybody ready for all these different performances.
Along with choir and band, Heidoff is also educating his band students on marching.
Future plans is to bring marching band back. We've been absent for a few years due to low numbers. That being said, hopefully this spring, after district music, we'll be able to start working on it again, and then hopefully we're back marching again next year.
7th grader Brian Heidoff is a first-year choir member and third-year band member. Heidoff feels that there are benefits to being involved in music.
To me, you could, if you do really good, you could get scholarships.
Senior band and choir member Allie Wemhoff is looking forward to a number of events this year.
The concerts are always fun. NBC Band and Choir is always fun to get together with other schools and sing and play as one big band. And then I also enjoy the Vets Day program. It's always an honor to play at that program.
Fellow senior choir member Slade Spangler also looks forward to the class. He has enjoyed their performances so far.
I've enjoyed most just singing all out.
7th grader Brenna Martinson is glad that she participates in the music program.
I've been playing an instrument since 4th grade, and we just started choir this year, and I've enjoyed just playing in the music room and just being with all my friends.
Best of luck in all of your performances and activities this year.
Nice job, music department. Glad to hear things aren't falling flat.
Music humor. I like it. I'm gonna post your terrible joke on Twitter.
Oh, great. Hey, that reminds me of our next story. Kira Widger is covering social media and its impact on kids.
Ooh, I already got 3 retweets. You must be really funny.
In today's world, the fastest method of communication is through social media. With the click of a button, you can get your word out to millions of people. It is in some ways a digital soapbox. Anyone can use it and anyone can abuse it. Like most schools, students at EPS utilize social media on a regular basis. Elgin Public Guidance Counselor Sonia Richer feels social media is popular among kids.
I think it's just another avenue of staying connected.
Because it is so far-reaching, Richer does feel that there can be pitfalls we should be aware of.
There are, of course, some dangers involved with social media. So even though connectedness is a strength, it can also open teenagers to predator type of behaviors, which is also worrisome for their parents.
However, she can also see the upside to being connected.
Beneficial in a way to stay socially active. If you use it that way, yes, it is beneficial.
Some believe, though, that social media has done more harm than good. Senior Anna Heilicker thinks it has created a more critical world for teenagers.
I believe it started off beneficial, but it has just become a very judgmental atmosphere.
Those who have grown up without social media have noticed a shift in how children are raised in today's world. Elgin Public's business teacher, Eric Milner, feels that teenagers are more removed from experiences as a result.
Back then, people were more in the moment like in real life, instead of just on your phones and laptops.
Art teacher Rita Heidoff believes this shift has had a negative effect on students.
I don't think you have quite the personal relationships you used to be, more where you actually talked person to person. Because I'll see that walking down the hallway. Kids are on their phones instead of actually talking to the person next to them.
However, they also believe there can be some upsides. Milner feels the exposure to technology can be a strength.
Teenagers now, they grow up with cell phones, with laptops, so they use technology a lot more than we did in the past. So I think the biggest change is everyone's so in tune with each other all the time. Everyone knows everyone's business all the time.
Milner feels the content being spread can play a role in its impact.
Once again, it's a good thing when good things happen, but it can be a bad thing too because it spreads like wildfire.
Since there are obvious benefits to social media, some people feel that it can play an educational role. Richer feels that role should be limited.
I think it's a big distraction in regard to education.
Milner thinks social media has to be included to some degree.
Nowadays, I feel like it almost has to be, just because it's never going to go away, so you might as well use the positives of it.
Most would agree that EPS has found a happy medium when it comes to social media use, especially when it comes to making material relevant and promoting classes and school activities. You can keep up with lots of EPS and APBJ events and organizations on Twitter and even Facebook.
You know, Olivia, social media isn't the only thing occupying students at EPS.
That's right, Garrett. The winter sports season has arrived.
And here's Hunter Eastman with your sports update.
Coaches and players are ready for the upcoming winter sports season. Second-year wrestling coach Trey Rossman believes having another year of experience will be beneficial.
I'm excited just because it's another opportunity, another year under my belt. Last year was kind of chaotic in a sense, but I'm really excited this year just to see how much I've grown as a coach, but I'm also excited to see how much my athletes can grow as well.
Rossman feels youth may be an advantage in their difficult upcoming season.
You know, we're going to be pretty tough, I think. We're going to be young, but sometimes young is not a bad thing. We've got some good experience coming back, but we also got a good mixture of youth. So we're going to develop and we're going to build this thing the right way.
Rossman says interacting with kids outside of school is a highlight for him.
My favorite part of being a coach would just be being able to relate to the kids on a whole different level outside of the classroom. Just being that motivator, that impactor, you know, just showing my passion for sports just by doing something that I love.
Rossman says there are a couple tough opponents for the Wolfpack.
Toughest opponents, I mean, our district this year is going to be tough. I don't think it's going to be quite as tough as last year. But, I mean, the obvious choices are Elkhorn Valley. They're deep. They got a lot of talent. And then Burwell's going to be tough as well.
He believes the incoming members will be a strength to his team.
I got a good group of guys that are going to come in, and you know, I just hope that they're ready to work and just get better every day. You know, little improvements is better than no improvement in my opinion. And just as far as weaknesses, you know, we just got to get mat time. I mean, we got a lot of kids that haven't done it. They might have taken a year off, or they might just be coming out for their first year in a while. But I mean, just getting mat time and experience, that's going to be the biggest thing.
Girls basketball is also gearing up for a full schedule. Coach Randy Eisenhower thinks highly of his team.
Well, we have a good group of girls coming back again. We've had a lot of success here lately. Last couple, 3-4 years, and with a good core coming back. I know we got our leading scorers back. We do have a new addition with Grace. So we should have a good group, good core of girls coming back to help us this year.
Eisenhower hopes the girls adapt to his offense early.
I'm just going to kind of be at the beginning, see how girls adapt to what we're doing. You know, we're a run and gun team. We're going to get out and run. Some girls, you know, have not been used to that style yet, so we'll see how the beginning goes and go from there.
Eisenhower says he can count on different players each night.
You know, I don't know if I look at a player. I always tell the girls every week it could be a different player every night for us. Anybody that has a hot hand or is just feeling it.
Coach Eisenhower has a few favorite parts of coaching.
Probably the practices. You know, being part of the practices is a big thing to work up, build up for our games, but also at the same time, biggest part of me being a coach is impacting the life of the kids, and anything I do, teach, preach, coach, I hope I have any impact on what they do in their life.
Senior Allison Wimhoff is very excited for basketball for numerous reasons.
Definitely spending time with my team, and I've always had a love for basketball, so it's my favorite season.
Wimhoff is optimistic about her young, fast, upcoming team.
We're pretty young, pretty inexperienced, but based on how the summer went, I think our transition game will do us good, and I think we'll be all right.
Wimhoff feels her team will face some tough opponents.
Definitely the ones in our conference. Those are the ones we see them most often, and our conference is pretty stacked, so it's always really good competition.
Boys basketball coach Michael Becker is also ready for the season to begin.
I'm excited because I feel like we had our best summer that we've had since I've been the head coach. So the boys put in some more time this summer, so I'm excited to see what that will mean come regular season time.
Becker says the upcoming season will be exciting.
I feel like we have some kids that have played quite a bit for us and that can do some good things, and we'll have some younger kids that are eager and energetic to learn, so that will make it exciting.
Becker believes he can count on the upperclassmen's qualities of leadership and experience.
I would just say overall our upperclassmen, our seniors and juniors, have been in the program for multiple years, so they know expectations, and hopefully will help our younger kids understand what's expected of them and being prepared and ready to come to practice every day.
Becker enjoys watching the kids progress and demonstrate their passion for the sport.
I just enjoy the interaction with the kids and watching them go from just thinking basketball is something fun and liking to shoot hoops to being able to understand the concepts and understand that it's not always going to be easy and how to handle adversity, and then just seeing the excitement on the players and the fans' face and parents when we do have success.
Junior Adam Dreger enjoys many aspects of basketball season.
I'd have to say getting to spend more time with teammates and friends and making Papa and Gary happy.
Dreger has an optimistic outlook, but knows there will be some challenges.
I think it'll go pretty good. It might be tough in the very beginning with numbers, but we'll adjust to that and we'll get her done.
Breaking news, the first annual W-EPS Elfie Contest is underway.
As you walk into the festive room of Mrs. Shue, stop by the new door. Turn around, pull out your phone, and take an Elfie.
Whoever takes the best Elfie will win a grand prize of who knows what. This contest is valid through December 20th.
Don't miss out on this great opportunity and show your school spirit.
Up next, we have the EPS special.
Is that a new lunch item? Is it pizza?
No, it's my story about what makes EPS special. Most students think their school is special. Some people like their bigger schools, some like our smaller atmosphere. Teachers and students here at EPS feel like EPS is special beyond compare. Crystal Bohr, the 5th grade teacher here at EPS, feels that EPS allow for a lot of opportunities.
I like that we have very well-rounded students. We provide a lot of classes. They get a lot of PE, music, art. We're not cutting anything like some bigger schools do.
Bohr feels one word describes EPS.
We are top-notch.
Sophomore Colleen Bluehorse enjoys the small numbers of students at EPS.
Like less people to where you can make more friends.
Freshman Riley Vitzenvoss thinks that EPS is unique because of the teacher.
Definitely the way the teachers will connect with the students.
Junior Tyler Iberg likes everyday life at EPS.
The atmosphere, being a smaller school, get more friends.
Iberg has 2 words to describe EPS.
Great, small.
Kindergarten teacher Joyce Wimhoff also likes the student-to-teacher ratio.
I think EPS is special because of our small class sizes. It's really nice to teach and only have 10 to 15 kids to really enjoy and really make sure that they're getting the proper education.
Wimhoff has 1 word to describe EPS as well.
Amazing. I think we have great things to offer kids, and I think we do a good job here at Elgin Public School.
Second grade teacher Deb Beckman likes that our small school has set the bar high for our students.
I think we have very high expectations for our students, and we expect them to do those things.
Preschool teacher Sue Vanis thinks that EPS is unique because of the multiple opportunities.
One thing that I feel makes EPS unique is the fact that we are a small school, but yet we provide our students with many opportunities to learn.
Vanis feels teaching preschool makes her days at EPS even better.
I have the opportunity to see the students experience and learn things for the first time in their lives.
The elementary classes each took time to tell us what they feel makes EPS a great place.
Learning!
Great people! Community! Anything is possible at EPS! Top notch! This is a welcoming school that is extraordinary!
It's still not as exciting as pizza, but that was great, Olivia, and it's been a great episode.
Thanks, Garrett, and thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Olivia Lindgren.
And I'm Garrett Bank. Don't forget to check out our newsletter.
And follow us on Twitter.
Do join us again on the next episode of W-EPS The Beak.
On air.
In print.
In the know.